Shri Gurubhyom Namaha. This is Hemalata from Ponvidyashram. In today's session, we will discuss about the continuation of Chapter 2, Globe, Latitude and Longitude from Geography. In previous session, we studied about latitudes, parallels of latitudes, which are imaginary lines. These imaginary lines helps to locate places easily. Now, we will study about longitudes. Latitudes are horizontal lines and longitudes are vertical lines. So to fix the position of a place, it is necessary to know something more than the latitude of that place. For example, Hyderabad and Allahabad are situated on the same latitude. The Hyderabad in Pakistan and Allahabad in India. So these places are situated at 25 degree 25 minute north. Now, in order to locate them precisely, we must find out how far east or west these places are from a given line of reference running from the North Pole to the South Pole. These lines of references are called the Meridians of Longitude, and the distances between them are measured in degrees of longitude. Latitudes were also measured in degrees, likewise longitudes are also measured in degrees. Each degree is further divided into minutes and minutes into seconds. They are semicircles and the distance between them decreases steadily polewards until it becomes 0 at the poles, where all the meridians meet. Latitudes are a circular imaginary line. It is a full circle. But longitudes are not full circle, they are semicircle. They starts from one pole and ends in the other pole. As Earth is a geoid in shape, the meridians towards the poles becomes less in size. Near the equator, the distance between the longitudes will be larger, and at the poles the distance between the longitudes will be lesser. Unlike parallels of latitude, all meridians are of equal length. In latitudes, towards the poles, the size of the parallels decreases. But in longitudes, every longitude distance is same. Thus, it was difficult to remember to number the meridians. Hence, all countries decided that the count should begin from the meridian which passed through Greenwich, where the British Royal Observatory is located. This meridian is called the prime meridian and its value is 0 degree longitude. So we start from equator to North Pole and South Pole for latitudes, isn't it? Likewise, to start a point of longitude, they have decided to set British Royal Observatory, which is in Greenwich, as the starting meridian. It is named as prime meridian and its value is 0. And from it we count 180 degree eastward as well as 180 degree westward. The prime meridian divides the earth into equal two halves, an eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. Therefore, the longitude of a place is followed by the letter E for the east and W for the west. For longitudes, it is E towards the east side, and it's W for the Western Hemisphere, west side. It is, however, interesting to note that 180° east and 180° west meridians are on the same line. Now look at the grid of the parallels of latitude and meridians of longitude on the globe. You can locate any point on the globe very easily if you know its latitude and longitude. Here is an example. Dhubri in Assam is situated at 26° north latitude and 90° east longitude. Find out the point where these two lines cut each other. That point will be the location of Dhubri. So to understand this clearly, take a paper and draw vertical and horizontal lines in equal distance. Label the vertical rows with numbers and horizontal rows with letters. Draw some small circles randomly on points where these horizontal and vertical lines intersect each other. Now name these small circles as A, B, C, etc. Let vertical lines represent east longitude and horizontal lines as north latitudes. Now you will see that circle A is located on B degree north latitude and 1 degree east longitude. Now you can get a clear picture. It is easy to find out any place accurately with the help of latitudes and longitudes. Longitude and time. The best means of measuring time is by the movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day, and naturally it is the best timekeeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun, which is the shortest at noon and longest at sunrises and sunset. Our global time system is oriented to the sun. The relationship between the sun and the earth is considered as the best timekeeper in the world. Now, every day we notice that the sun rises in the east and moves across the sky from east to west. The apparent movement of the sun across the sky is due to the rotation of the earth on its axis from west to east. The sun is on the same place. The earth, which rotates on its axis, makes the day and night time. The rotation of the earth gives us the measure of the day, that is about 24 hours. The earth rotates from west to east and completes a full circle. This full circle has 360 degrees. Thus, the earth rotates through 360 degrees of longitude in about 24 hours. Further, we can say that earth rotates through 15 degrees of longitude in 1 hour and 1 degree of longitude in 4 minutes. So 360 in 24 hours, which divided, and we get 15 degrees in 1 hour, and it rotates in 1 degree of longitude in just 4 minutes. There is a direct relationship between the longitude of a place and the time at that place. As the earth rotates, every meridian on earth faces the sun once a day. This is the time when the sun reaches the highest point in the sky. We call it midday or noontime at that meridian. The word meridian actually stands for midday. Let us start from the prime meridian at Greenwich, which is 0° longitude. When the sun is at the highest point in the sky at Greenwich, all the places along the prime meridian will have midday or noontime. As the earth rotates from west to east, the places which are situated towards the east of the prime meridian will have sunrise earlier than those which are situated towards the west. This means the Tokyo experiences sunrise before London and London experiences sunrise before New York. Thus, the places which are towards the east of the prime meridian will be ahead of the Greenwich time. They already had noon. And those towards the west of the prime meridian will be behind the Greenwich time, as they have not yet had noontime. Let us understand the above concept using an example. When the sun is at the highest point in the sky in London, it is noontime. Tokyo, which is towards the east of London, has already had noontime and will be enjoying evening. New York, which is towards the west of London, will be having morning. The time difference between any two places is due to the difference in longitude of those two places. Kolkata is located at 90° east longitude and London at 0° longitude. The time difference between Kolkata and London is 6 hours. This is based on the fact that 360 degrees are covered in 24 hours. As Kolkata is towards the east of London, the time of Kolkata will be 6 hours ahead of London. Now you can get a clear picture how we calculate time with the help of longitude. With the help of latitude, we calculated the heat zones. With the help of longitude, we calculate time. Now we will study about standard time. So the local time based on the meridians of a place is different on different meridians. There would be confusion if all places on different meridians follow their own local time. It will be difficult to prepare and follow the timetable for the smooth functioning of railways, airways, etc., as they have to cross several meridians. In order to overcome this difficulty, it has become necessary to adopt the local time of some central meridian of that particular country to provide a standard system of time for the whole country. So, in every country of the world, a more or less central meridian has been selected as the standard meridian. The local time of the standard meridian is used as the standard time for the whole country. Through an international agreement, the local time of a place is linked to Greenwich Mean Time. The standard meridian of a country is generally a multiple of 15 degree or 7.5 degree, so that the difference of time between the GMT, Greenwich Mean Time, and the standard time of that country can be expressed as a multiple of an hour or half an hour. The standard meridian of India is 82.5 degree east longitude. India is towards the east of the prime meridian and it located in 82.5 degree east longitude, which passes through Allahabad. The difference of time between GMT and 82.5 degree east is 5 hours and 30 minutes. As the standard time of India is towards the east of the prime meridian, the standard time of India is 5.5 hours ahead of GMT. This is called the Indian Standard Time or IST. We will see an example now. Kabir lives in a small town near Bhopal. He tells his friend Alok that they will not be able to sleep tonight. A day and night cricket match between India and England had started at 2 p.m. in London. This means that the match would begin at 7:30 p.m. in India and finish well into the night. Do you know what is the time difference between India and England? India, located east of Greenwich at 82 degree 30 minutes east, which is 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of GMT as we saw. So it will be 7:30 p.m. in India when it is 2 p.m. noon in London. Some countries have a great longitudinal extent and so they have adopted more than one standard time. For example, in Russia there are as many as 11 standard times. The earth has been divided into 24 time zones of 1 hour each. So each zone thus covers 15 degree of longitude, as I said before. So children, in this lesson we had studied about latitudes and longitudes. So the first we studied about equator, which divided the earth into two equal halves to the north and south, northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. We studied about North Pole, South Pole and the parallels of latitudes. And four important parallels of latitudes, and we studied about heat zones, and today we had discussed about longitude. So longitude is the vertical line and there is a starting point which we kept it in Greenwich. It is called as Greenwich Meridian and the prime meridian. So with the help of longitudes we calculate time easily, and we have standard time for each country. For India, 82 degree 30 minutes east is the standard time for us.